Well, hello, this is UOAbigail. I'd like to welcome you to our third episode of FTB Infinity Evolved version 2.5. And last episode we worked on the basics of our house, if you will, our starting area. And between episodes I went ahead and constructed our ore doubling. I figured I'd just go ahead and do that off camera, so we could get further in this episode. I also got the basics of our smeltery, and we can go ahead and get ready to construct that. Now, as far as where I was going to put it, it would be convenient to put it in the house here, but yeah, a smeltery doesn't exactly belong in here. In fact, these machines don't even belong here. They'll be moved here in a little while. But anyway, I was scouting around and I was thinking, hey, I might be able to put it up on top here by the actual mine shaft itself, like maybe up here. But yeah, the terrain didn't really seem to fit. Plus, you got that thing over there, and yeah, it just didn't quite work. And then, I saw this little island over here, and I was thinking maybe that might be a nice place for it. But yeah, no, we're not going to put it over there. I mean, we could, but then I would like to want to build like a bridge or something going from here to there, and yeah, I want to use that for something else. So I was looking around this side over here because I hadn't been over here really yet, and I saw something. First of all, we got the side of this cliff here, this hillside right here, but right here we have something that could work as an entrance to, let me turn that off, an entrance to the mines. And we could go ahead and seal that other area up. So I'm thinking that we might actually be well served to build it right here. And then do something like a road leading down into the mine shaft. And, it would be separate from the house, and it would be its own structure, and we could keep all of our ores and ingots and stuff over here rather than having them up in the house. And then maybe we could do our power generation and stuff over in here and have our machines. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and clean this area up a little bit and get this smeltery set up, and I will be back with you in a bit. And there we have it for now. It's 3 layers deep, which gives us 48 places to smelt, and I've went ahead and put some aluminum brass in here because we've still got to make our casting molds. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of making those casting molds, and then we can start making some tools to work with, and then we can really get to work. So yeah, I'm down here now mining some obsidian so we can make some alumite, so we can make our alumite hammer. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of mining this out, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Alrighty, we are beginning to smelt up some aluminum and some obsidian, and whenever that's done, we'll go ahead and throw this iron in there to complete the alumite, and hopefully that will be enough for our hammer. Alrighty, so 25 aluminum, 10 obsidian, and 20 iron ingots does make 30 alumite ingots, which is enough for us to cast our hammer. So we will go ahead and do that real quick. We'll need, make sure that's on the bottom. Oh, duh. Don't know what I'm thinking. And we will now construct the hammer. And I have an extra leadstone energy cell that I made earlier up here. We'll go ahead and grab that. And we will go ahead and throw that on there as well. Now we just need to make a capacitor bank. And I'll go ahead and take care of that, and I will be right back. Alrighty, we will need 4 basic capacitors, and we will need a block of redstone, and we will need 4 iron ingots. And gets us our basic capacitor bank. This is very minor storage for energy, but it will serve to charge our hammer. So we'll go ahead and get that charging, and I will be back with you in a bit. Come to think of it, while we wait, this was bothering me so bad after the last episode. This corner over here, that I extended it here, and then I wound up having to extend this one as well, so I had to move all of this that way by 2, which meant, of course, that I had to tear down this entire wall and rebuild it. Then this end over here I wound up having to extend that way by 1, which meant I had to tear down this entire wall and rebuild it. But now, from the inside anyways, we no longer have that nasty looking corner there or there. So yeah, the effort was worth it. See how far this is charged. Oh, it's got a ways to go yet. I'll be back in a bit. Alrighty, this thing is just about done charging. I went ahead and made up the gold block and got a diamond, so this way we can add an additional modifier, and I got a bunch of redstone, because the purpose of this specific hammer is to chew through the terrain quickly. We're not adding any other modifiers than speed, plus the flux modifier to it, so this way we can charge it and not have to continually make alumite to repair it. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the modifier to it. Okay, that takes it from 2 modifiers remaining to 3, and then all 3 are going to be redstone, if it allows us to do that. Yes, it does. Excellent. And we will have to break one of these up. And we are out of redstone. Alright, well, this thing here should chew through the terrain really quick now. We'll go down over here to the mining area, to the mine shaft here, and we'll test it out on a sidewall somewhere. Oh yeah, that's right. I found this here. So we'll go ahead in here real quick. We got us a mine shaft here, and I did go exploring in it, but I didn't really find too much. I found a mine cart with a few minor items, nothing all that important. But anyway, let's see how fast this goes. So yeah, we'll be able to chew through the terrain pretty quickly whenever we need to gather stuff. Now, there's a purpose for this, other than just being a utility hammer for quick mining. I did some exploring since the last episode, and let me get out of here real quick so I can show you. And here we are. Over in this area over here, I found a huge area with some basalt, and I am thinking that a basalt road leading from up here somewhere down and around here and down into the actual mine that we're going to build, that will probably connect it up to the mine shaft down below that I found. But yeah, that would be perfect, because it would go well with this, and then we could do like almost not necessarily steampunk, but a dark build, especially since we have that off in the distance over there. Maybe we'll connect all that together. But yeah, so I'm going to head over there and I'm going to start gathering some of that. We're going to cook it up and make some bricks for sure, but we're going to leave a lot of it plain, so this way we can line the road with it. And I will be back with you in a minute. Alrighty, and we are here. We will begin clearing this area out and collecting some of this stuff. And I will bring back a full load. Be with you in a bit. And we are back. We wound up with quite a haul. Our hammer is starting to run out of energy there, plus our inventory was full. So yeah, we're going to try to make a one of those backpacks, the satchel or knapsack. That's what it was, knapsack. So we're going to need to get some iron and throw that into the smeltery. I believe I've got at least 3. Yes, I do. So actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and smelt all 6 of it. We'll just throw that in there temporarily. So we're going to smelt down all 6 of these in the smeltery over there, and then we're going to pour out a couple of iron tough rods, because that's what's needed to make that knapsack. But we're also going to go ahead and start smelting up some of this basalt, so we can see the different textures. So we'll do that. And of course, right there. Yeah. Lovely. All right. Anyway, we'll throw those in there, and we'll be back to deal with that in a little bit. Yeah, we're growing some of these jacaranda or whatever it's called, jacaranda wood, because I like the purplish texture to the wood, and I'm thinking that would make a great wood floor and ceiling in this case here. But yeah, we're going to build a staircase. It's going to be a flat landing right here. The staircase is going to come this way and then down like this, so it's going to kind of curve around and form like a natural wall section right here to separate this half from that half. But that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and smelt some of this stuff down just to see what it looks like. And we'll go ahead and get rid of some of this other stuff that we have on us. If we got plenty of room around here, so we'll go ahead and throw the rest of this in here for now, and all of that. Yeah, we're going to make some pear trees, and we're going to plant those, and we're going to have pears. We'll do a little orchard somewhere. It won't be here though; it'll be somewhere else. We'll do a complete orchard with as many of the different fruit trees as possible. But yeah, that'll be for sometime in the future. Let's see what we got here. We got 3. If I'm correct, we need 4 of these to make the bricks. Yes. All right. So we've got the cobblestone, the bricks, and then we'll have the smooth stone variety. So these are the textures that we'll be working with. Go ahead and back down here and see what it looks like near the smeltery. So yeah, assuming that we'll be doing the road through here, these are the 3 textures we have to work with. And I'm thinking that the smooth would be best for the road. Cobblestone would fit well around the base of the smeltery and to like line the walls and such. And the brick, we might do like a framed entrance and maybe line the inside of this with brick as well on the walls. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We'll go ahead and do that. Whenever I was laying out this area, I left a 2-block gap here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the road, and then a 2-block gap, and then we'll have our other building over in this area here. Maybe we can do a 3-block, but maybe we'll do a 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, and then 3, and then have our other building over here. We'll decide exactly what to do with that later. Alrighty, and we are back. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start lining this out with the basalt cobblestone, and I will be back with you in a bit. Alrighty, well, I've got this much of it done thus far. I'm not entirely sure if the shape on it is proper, but yeah, I've gotten it down to here thus far. Anyways, I went ahead in there and lit up some of that cave area so this way I could work down there without being attacked. But we'll go ahead and continue working on this, and then maybe do some terraforming on the side and see how it looks. We may have to make this a little bit thinner as it gets in there, because I don't think I want it to be a 5 wide. I'm thinking maybe just 3 with 1 each on the one side being the border on each side, so a total of 5 wide instead of 5 wide plus 1 each on the border. So yeah, we'll work on that a little bit later. The one last thing I did want to do this episode, before I do that though, I do want to show you that I was considering flooring for in here. Now this is the amaranth, and it's a little bit darker than I figured it would be. I don't know if there are any lighter options using that wood, but this is the jacaranda, whatever. Yeah, that stuff. And I like this color, and I may go ahead and go with the majority of the floor being this, and maybe this as a border or as a highlight somewhere, or I could even use this for the ceiling tiles and maybe do like half slabs or something out of it. But yeah, we'll decide more on that later. I'll have to cut some down or grow some or whatever. But yeah, the one last thing I did want to do this episode was that zombie spawner. The one that I died at. My death marker's still over there, in fact. I want to go over there and peek inside of that thing and see, make sure everything's lit up there, and see if it has anything interesting in there, other than zombies, of course. Since we have a full set of iron armor, we should be able to survive relatively well. So we'll go ahead down here and pop a staircase in there and open that up. Oh. There we go. That is now opened up. And we'll see what we've got in here. A couple of music discs. Mana in a bottle. Mega rubber sapling. Oh yeah. Some dark steel. Ooh, we can make the ender if we want. We might do that, maybe. But anyway, yeah, that's it for that. Let's go ahead and light up in there, because I'm sure that's within spawn range. Yeah, anyway, that takes care of that. So yeah, we'll wind up moving this thing, because I don't want it here. Our mines are not meant to be inhabited by these hostile, these mobs, zombies, riffraff. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that. I'm not going to break it, however. I'll wind up using a diamond dolly and moving it and creating a grinder somewhere with it. But I'll save that for another time. In the meantime, I'm going to try to find my way out of here now. And that was not it. There it is. It's a veritable maze in here, and I'm responsible. I'll have to clean this up and make it a lot easier to get around eventually. But until then, we do have us a zombie head, which we can go put that somewhere. I'm sure it'll come in handy for one craft or another. And you can see in here I'm working on filling up this capacitor bank. I realize, it's not that much power, and this thing here is generating very little because I do not have the double layer capacitor yet. I'll have to open another portal and see if I can find some glowstone in order to do that, and I'll have to do some more mining, get some more redstone, because we used up all that we had on that hammer, which in the end was actually a good investment, because this thing is fast and we will be able to tear through just about everything with a quickness. But I do believe that'll be just about it for this episode. I do want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, this is UOAbigail saying, have a great day.